I take vitamins. That's what Floyd Sinclair Mayweather said on his messy Nevada State Athletic Commission questionnaire form before he went to his own home. His own goddamn home, and injected himself with an illegal intravenous IV, which he says was saline and vitamins, 750 milliliters. Enter the arena, the Don Juan Banks. He said, I take vitamins, no injection. But how ironic that after he did that on the Nevada State Athletic Commission form, the same Nevada State Athletic Commission that denied Manny Pacquiao the Toradol shot, he went to his own home and received an intravenous IV for rehydration when this nigga never had a problem with rehydration. When Gabriel Montoya said he weighed 150.5 pounds 30 days before the fight. Open your fucking eyes. Listen with your ears. Pay attention and read. Something that Floyd Money Mayweather cannot do. Floyd George Sinclair Mayweather barely can do. And understand that Floyd Mayweather, he was friends with Triple H. Remember Triple H? He's known for using steroids, even though it's not on the record. Look at his physique before and after. What about the Hell brothers? Don Hell, his mentor. They have these clinics all around the United States for testosterone, okay? Giving you testosterone replacement therapy, which is this undercover for performance enhancement drugs, blood doping, vampire facials. Jeff Cotto always talk about that. Or, okay, the hiring of Angel Memo Heredia, who testified before a grand jury, funneled steroids across the Mexican border, says there is a way to beat and use steroids undetectable. Okay? The hiring of Alex Ariza, same man that worked for Manny Pacquiao, but we know he has a shady ass past. But don't worry, he didn't do that with Pacquiao, because Pacquiao always used what is called the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency 4.1, USADA 6.1. VADA uses the carbon isotope ratio test that will search for synthetic testosterone at any time. They have no allegiances, and they're even cheaper than USADA. Also, USADA's been around for 15 years, and they're individual corporation, not government. And Mayweather shells out the cash. He pays the cash, $150,000. He paid them off one time. Has Travis Tygart in his back pocket. Mayweather and Al Heyman, they have Travis Tygart in their back pocket. That's why he uses USADA. And it is not Olympic style drug testing, because Victor Conte already confirmed that it was not Olympic style. They got involved with Mayweather with the Shane Mosley fight. And if you watch on HBO 24/7, which is a real show, versus All Access, where Mayweather does a bunch of edits and went in front of the Nevada State Athletic Commission and it fucking lied, and they let him get over on that. And he basically made them wait for the piss test. He tells them when they can give him the piss test. They don't test him until he announces the fucking fight. Meaning that he can get the maximum gains of using performance enhancement drugs, and by the time he announces the fight, that his levels start to go down to normal for 6.1. Can even be 4.1. It's a half-life, and he gets the maximum benefits, because your body gets the maximum benefits after the weeks you use steroids, because you can recover, you can heal. And so he got caught And we were vindicated, myself and Kenny Lopez, because Kenny Lopez sent me this article. He is one of the most powerful men on social media. He just did an interview. And on this channel, we don't have no PR. We don't have no promotion. We don't have no publicity. People don't even know I exist here. We will be returning to the main channel November the 27th. It is a day of reckoning. It is Thanksgiving. I get on my hands and knees and I praise God every single day for allowing me to wake up and give you the message that you need to deliver in your life. You reap what you sow. And Floyd Mayweather has been caught red-handed because VADA and USADA answers to WADA. Okay, the World Anti-Doping Agency, and they specifically say that you shouldn't use intravenously and the amount that you use. He went over the amount. And they granted, can you believe this shit? Can you believe this fucking shit? They granted Floyd Money Mayweather a retroactive therapeutic use exemption 18 days. 18 days. 18 goddamn days. After the fact. And if something ain't fishy, then you ain't fucking sane. I'm looking you right in your face. Change the channel. Change the fucking station. Somebody said, D. Don Juan Banks, you're phenomenal. You're getting a lot of views. But you don't know shit about boxing. You don't cover anything else. I just covered Broner versus Khabib Alikverdiev. And I've covered so many fights, it's just ridiculous, you know, at this point. And anyone that knows my track record knows I have. And I've conducted interviews with people in real time, in real life. And the reason why I give you this message is because I was the biggest Floyd Money Mayweather fan that there ever was. And I wanted him to fight Manny Pacquiao. And he made excuse after excuse after excuse. Said he was on steroids. And he says that he's revolutionized the sport. And he's a role model. And he's nothing of the fact. The TVE, the best ever, is a moniker, is a fabrication, it is false. 49-0, he tied Rocky Marciano's record. We all know he wants to come back, but can he come back when he's been called cheating? And I don't think he's going to come back now. Okay? Unless he's a megalomaniac, which I believe he is, like Lance Armstrong. But Floyd doesn't want to be caught, and he's already been caught. And where was the parade for Julio Cesar Chavez? He passed 87-0. I mean, he was 87-0, but he passed 49-0. He never beat all the greats like Sugar Ray Robinson or Muhammad Ali. He's a rich coward. It's a fabrication. It's a lie. It's a farce. It's charlatan. It's fake. And he doesn't even give a damn about his own fans. The fans that defend a cheater. That defend him on everything that he did. You know what he did? He spit in your face. And he said, you know what? I'm going to pick Andre Berto. And I'm going to announce the fight late. So I can use my peds. And do what I do. You can be fucked up the ass by Floyd Mayweather and accept it. And be his bitch. And paid all your money, and now he is gone like a thief in the night. Let's get to this article. It's gonna, you know, this is true stuff that we're giving you. So what I want you to do before I read this article is I want you to scroll down on into the arena. Look, uncut. I will be here to November 27th, recovering the UFC. Daniel Cormier versus Alexander Gustafsson is going to be a great fight. We did the weigh-in prediction. We will be covering the weigh-in. We will be covering the actual fight tomorrow. We're going to be covering Adrian Broner versus Khabib Alikverdiev. I want Broner to win. I support Broner, but we understand that he had 99 problems. Al Heyman wasn't one. He spoon-fed him. I go into detail about his career and what happened. We're going to be covering some big fights upcoming. Can't wait for that. And we're going to be doing it big here. And we got 600 and something people. Thank you. If you subscribe for Mayweather and Pacquiao, we're going to be covering boxing. We'll cover Floyd. As news come forward, we ain't going to be covering them every day, and that's not what I primarily do. But I will cover his information as it comes out. But we would like you to support on other things that we cover, because we will continue to cover other things, other real sports. And if anything comes out about Mayweather, we will. Pacquiao will be fighting soon. We will be covering that. Triple G, Lemieux. There's going to be some great things going in boxing. We're going to be covering that. Canelo, Cotto. So we're not going to just focus on this one topic. We're giving you what you want and what the fans ask for. But we are going to be covering so much more. And we hope you're just not here for that one thing. We hope you're here for real sports, for the boxing fights that come up, for the UFC fights that come up also. So we're going to read this article to you and read what Kenny Lopez had to say. And this comes from True Inc. Mayweather's messy medical form. On his pre-fight medical form obtained by True Inc., the undefeated champ was vague about the vitamins he was taking before matches. State regulators require boxers to sit down with physicians, to fill out a medical questionnaires, basic forms that ask them to list or detail any medical problems they have in case they are rushed to the hospital after getting knocked unconscious, and emergency room doctors need to rush to action. And I also want to give a big shout out to Thomas Hauser, who did a complete investigation of this, and the Mayweather team has still not answered that. I want to give a big shout out to Thunderdome Boxing, who invests his time each and every day, doesn't care about subscribers, doesn't care about viewers, cares about giving you the facts and the facts only. I want to give a big shout out to Gabriel Montoya for presenting that information, and Michael Monterio for doing that great video. Want to give a big shout out to Blood Boxing, Tash, Scoop Malinowski, Lisa Cortez, and especially Kenny Lopez. The medical forms signed under penalty of perjury are also a way for regulators to gauge whether a fighter is taking performance enhancement drugs or other out-of-the-ordinary medications. But as the controversy surrounds Floyd Money Mayweather over a report alleging improper use of an IV drip before his fight with Manny Pacquiao, the interplay between boxing regulators who administer the forms, who don't have the budget to conduct their own anti-doping testing, and anti-doping officials hired by promoters, is becoming an ever-confusing landscape. What is certain is that boxers, at least Pacquiao and Mayweather, do not appear to take the state of Nevada's pre-fight medical forms all that seriously. Pacquiao never disclosed the fact that he had a shoulder injury, spurning lawsuits and calls for an investigation, and Mayweather was incredibly brief in his responses to the forms in question. What I will say in Manny Pacquiao's defense is he did indicate this to USADA. USADA never indicated that in the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And it just, he could have been granted the use of that. It was nothing illegal about that. But unfortunately, that did not happen. In question 11, for instance, Mayweather is asked, have you ever taken or received any nutritional supplement or vitamin in the last month? Here Mayweather circled yes, though didn't offer an explanation. I take vitamins, he wrote. Mayweather also identifies or explains which vitamin Mayweather also never identifies or explains which vitamins he takes, nor does the state form ask the fighters to name the vitamins or supplements they are taking. Another question on the form that could also lead to confusion is question number 10, which states, have you ever taken or received any medication, drug, cream, inhalant, or injection, whether prescription, over-the-counter, from anyone or any place in the last month? To this question, Mayweather circled no. Mayweather is alleged to have taken an IV drip after the form was filled out and not in the last month after the question implies. While both fighters are obliged to inform regulators of injuries of their medical procedures, boxers are notoriously wary of state regulators, many of whom are political appointees. Furthermore, the time during a weigh-in for a boxer is hectic, nerve-wracking, and hunger-inducing. Not the best time to discuss a boxer's medical history. We are awaiting a call back from the boxing regulators in Nevada and a response from Mayweather's camp. Meanwhile, here's a full copy of Mayweather's pre-form questionnaire. Pre-fight medical questionnaire. And we're going to put the link in the description box for this. Mayweather, after the weigh-in, received a intravenous IV in his home, which USADA knew about, and they gave him an 18-day therapeutic use exemption, which the Nevada State Athletic Commission only found about for approval. Executive Director Bob Bennett said that that is unacceptable, but no consequences was made for Mayweather, and they said that this never should happen again. But consequences should be made on him now, not later. Into the arena, the Don Wall Banks.